I'm Tim, welcome to Watch You Want, thanks for logging on. Today we're looking at the Breguet Hora Mundi 3700 World Timer. 38 millimeters in 18 karat yellow gold. You can see this exquisite Breguet World Timer on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there if you like, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. Now this Hora Mundi is an outstanding combination of gorgeous proportions and timeless style. This is elegance incarnate. This is the kind of watch Abraham Louis Breguet would have designed if he had lived in the late 20th century. Now you can see that the 3700 draws primarily on the lines of the modern marine wristwatch, and you can see that the watch 38 millimeters about the round portion of the case, a nice svelte 9 millimeters thick, and a compact 45.5 millimeters from lug extremity to lug extremity is a great fit for my 6 1/3 inch 16 centimeter wrist. Now the watch sits nice and low. Even at only 9 millimeters thick, you can see that the rounded bezel, which is generously domed, allows this watch to fit under even the tightest of sleeves. So a watch like this definitely is a dress piece. The good news is it functions beautifully in that role. Now the bracelet, and this one is exceptionally fresh, so I'm leaving it in the factory conditioning wrap, but this bracelet is wonderfully supple. It does have conforming end links, so there's no unsightly gap between the end of the bracelet and the flank of the case, but because it's so wonderfully articulated, you can easily bend this one down around a smaller wrist. Even if your wrist is a bit smaller, I would say even a little under 14 centimeters in circumference, ergonomically you're going to have no trouble wearing this one securely. And the nice thing is, even though it is a compact complication, it has wonderfully satisfying heft to it. All gold, the bracelet is very substantial, as is the case, and with a solid case back, the later 5717 Hora Mundi had a display, but with the solid case back, you get more gold, you get more weight, you get more of that satisfying premium precious metal pull on the wrist. Now, the double deployant clasp here is a real highlight. First of all, it's exceptionally finished. Nothing here is rough stamped, nothing here is machined, everything is polished or brushed. A lot of energy was invested. Moreover, it's exceptionally complex and secure when closed. This is an impressive piece from a craft perspective, and with that Breguet signed clamp to lock it shut, exceptionally secure. It's also important to note, you can't quite see it here because of the factory wrap that's on here, but this is a fully sizable bracelet. The bracelet itself features all removable links, so to get very precise sizing, all you need to do is take this watch to your jeweler or give us your wrist size here at Watch You Want, and you can get an absolutely precise fit. You're not constrained by a limited number of sizing links. Now the case itself is redolent of modern Breguet style, pioneered in the 1980s by master watchmaker Daniel Roth when he was in charge of design and engineering at Breguet. The coined case flank is actually cold rolled, so this isn't something that's etched in with CNC, and it's not something that's molded in when the watch is still molten hot. It's actually cold rolled for extra strength and then hand finished for a beautiful sheen. Now each one of the lugs features a screwed in pin bar, more secure than a spring bar. It ensures that this marine styled world timer is going to stay on your wrist as you travel the globe. And thanks to the Breguet caliber 563 inside, more on that in a moment, you do have the world at your fingertips, or I should say on your wrist. Now the index I've set right here at 6 o'clock. My reference city is New York. So you can see right now it is approaching 4:40 in my time zone. And relative to my time zone, I can see the time everywhere else. Now there is a subtle demarcation arrow on London to remind you where the prime meridian is. But otherwise, relative to New York, I can read the time anywhere. And if I want to adjust to change my reference city, the watch uses a unique take on the traditional Louis-Coutier world time function. While it has the counter-rotating 24-hour disc with a subtle distinction between the blue and the black AM-PM zones, it uses a sort of coaxial design in which a collar, a mobile collar around the crown itself, allows you to turn and change the reference cities bidirectionally. It's a little bit of a different take than others use, but it nicely separates the chaptering function from the actual winding and setting functions of the watch. Now the caliber inside is actually an ultra-thin Lamagna 8810, born the Longines L990 in the late 70s. This is an ultra-thin caliber. It's up there with the JLC 920 About shoes by Vacheron and Audemars Piguet, and the caliber 240 micro rotor designed by Patek Philippe. It's in that league. Twin barrels, plenty of torque. It is actually an outstanding basis for a high complication, having been used by Breguet, Vianney Halter, and Roger Dubuis over the years. And it powers a world time function that's actually guided at center by your local time. You can also see there is a jump date, so in terms of functionality, you've got local time, the local date, and then the world at your fingertips. With automatic winding and a 38-hour power reserve, this could be your constant companion during world travel. Or if you just have friends and business associates in far-flung places, you can easily refer to their reference city to know whether a call would be welcome at any given time. Now, the movement also features a nice additional feature, which is hacking. So when you pull the crown to its extremity, you will hack the balance. This being a world timer, you want to get the time right. It allows precise synchronization to a reference clock, such as an atomic clock or a known accurate quartz watch. Moreover, all of the classic Breguet styling cues are present within the complicated displays. You can see the gorgeous hand-laid rose engine guilloche, guided by hand using a traditional 19th century device. This beautiful geosphere pattern takes center stage, surrounded by a gorgeous sort of brush-finished, straight-grained, or I should say circular straight-grained, stylized Roman numeral hour track with the classic heat-blued Breguet hands at center. This is a gorgeous watch, a classical watch, and a versatile watch, inasmuch as it could be your only companion on the wrist during extended travel. See this timeless, beautifully built, and incredibly substantial Breguet Hora Mundi reference 3700 automatic on our website, watchyouwant.com.